Hey guys, I'm Manon Lagrève and today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious chocolate ganache tart with a caramel maple syrup. So I'm going to show you how to make your own pastry, and using this delicious maple syrup we're going to make a really rich caramel to go with it. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, so first you'll need 200 grams of plain flour, and then we need 150 grams of salted butter, and using your hands just crumble it together. That's my favorite part of baking. So this pastry is literally so easy. It takes you 5 minutes. I use it, to make savory tarts like quiche, to make any pie really. Okay, so you add 1 egg. Okay, and then with your hand, just mix it nicely together. So when you see that the pastry is starting to get together, what I do on a clean worktop, just spread it here and just finish to get all of it together. So don't worry if it's not perfect, the gluten is gonna develop and it's gonna give you a really nice pastry. Okay, and now I'm just gonna cover it with cling film and leave it in the fridge for about 30 minutes before I use it. Tack. Perfect. Okay, so after 30 minutes, your pastry is ready to use. So it's much harder and it's much easier to roll out. Just spread some flour on your worktop, and I like to do it on top as well. Up, using your rolling pin, and then. Okay, so you want to roll it out to about 1/2 centimeter. So I like to flip it and then roll it again because it's easier to give it a nice square shape. So you see how it's, getting there much thinner. And then one more. Okay. And now I take my tin, so it has a removable bottom, which is much easier when you have to take your pie out, and just simply place your pastry on top. And then I just place the pastry nicely. So try to press a little bit on the sides because we want a really nice edge. And then using a knife, simply cut all around your tin. All right, nice. And now, something not to forget, you need to make little holes in the tart tin. If not, your pastry is gonna blow up. So now I'm gonna blind bake my pastry. So it's very important because we're not gonna actually bake the tart after. So I have some blind bake bins and greaseproof paper. So just place your bins and then just spread it around, mostly around the edges. So I'm gonna bake this for 12 minutes at 180 degrees, and then I'm gonna remove the bins and cook it for another 8 minutes. So now I'm gonna make my maple syrup caramel. So it's very easy, you just need 100 milliliters of double cream, then 120 grams of salted butter, and then maple syrup. So I need 180 milliliters. So just like everyone, I actually thought that maple syrup came out like this out of the tree, but actually no, it's called sap water, so it's like water, and it only has 5% sugar, so then they have to boil it to actually get to this kind of delicious syrupy, caramelly maple syrup. So now that's going on medium heat. Look at this. So that's gonna take about 8 to 10 minutes. So now you can see the caramel has this beautiful color, and you see the consistency is much more thick, it's glossy. I'm gonna wait until it stops bubbling, and then I'm gonna pour it on top of the tart. Okay. Perfect, okay. So now that's gonna go in the fridge for 2 hours, and then we're going to cover it with our delicious rich chocolate ganache, and that smells so good. Okay, so now my maple caramel is all set. It's time to make the chocolate ganache. So I have 150 milliliters of double cream, so I'm gonna bring it to the boil in this pan here. And then I have shredded some dark chocolate, so then it's easier to melt when you pour the hot cream on top. So our cream, when it starts bubbling, it's ready. And very important just to use a wooden spoon so then we can gently melt it together. My cream is boiling, so now it's time. Ooh. Perfect. So, just leave it like this for 30 seconds and you can already see the chocolate is melting. And with your wooden spoon, here you go, you can see my chocolate is melting nicely and you can see it's getting glossy. So just continue to mix. When you see that it's getting together, just start to mix it a little bit more. Look at this. Whew. And just to finish, a little bit of salted butter is going to give more richness to our ganache, and when you cut it through, it's not too hard. Don't worry if there's still some piece of chocolate, it's just nice when you bite into it. Our ganache is done. Now I'm going to pour it on top of our maple caramel. Whew. Wow. So make a circle like this, and then I'm going to use my spatula to finish, and then just, you see, gently. Wow, that looks really yummy. And now some sea salt and just sprinkle it on top. Ooh, yum, that's so good. So now in the fridge for about 2 hours until the chocolate is fully set. Okay, so you can see the ganache is really still beautifully shiny even after the fridge, so it's perfect. Now I'm just going to decorate it a little bit. I really like to decorate everything I do because I think just this little bit extra gives it the extra wow factor. So I have some maple syrup flakes on the side here, and I've made some little maple leaf. And then I have some grated chocolate. You know, it's quite nice to add some textures on top of your tart. I think with decorating, the less you think about it, the better it's gonna look. And then, et voila! My delicious chocolate ganache tart with a caramel made with maple syrup from Canada, and I hope you like it. Bisous!